Buenas Day, and welcome to the Guam Community College Workforce Completion Ceremony. Today, we are proudly honoring 35 program completers who have successfully trained in youth-built construction trades, truck driving, bus driving, and ship repair, four high-demand industries that strengthen Guam's workforce and community. Before we begin, it is my honor to recognize our distinguished guest. First of all, the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam. The Honorable Joshua Tenorio, Lieutenant Governor of Guam. We also want to recognize the leaders of the Guam Community College, of course, Mr. Carlo Leon Guerrero, Chairman, GCC Board of Trustees. Ms. Yolanda Padrones, Secretary, GCC Board of Trustees. Ms. Faith Velasco, Board of Trustees Student Representative. And of course, our executive leadership here today, Dr. Mary Okada, President. Dr. Virginia Tudela, Vice President, Academic Affairs. And of course, our partners with the American Job Center, Supervisor Therese Camacho. GDOL, Department of Labor Director Dave Delisola. And Deputy DOL Director Gerard Tovis. Manager, Guam Housing Corporation, Ms. Angela Camacho. Guam Housing Chairman Frank Florig. Again, welcome everybody to the Guam Community College. Officially to open up our ceremony, please join me in welcoming the president of our college, Dr. Mary Okada.
Thank you for being here this morning. Today we celebrate several completers of 4 different programs: Youth Build, Bus Driving Boot Camp 4, Ship Repair Boot Camp 14, and Truck Driving Boot Camp 5. All of these areas that we have just completed today are essential for Guam. They keep our economy going. They keep industries coming back to Guam. And they're the lifeline for many of the things that we do here, from the ports to our, now the ship repair, of course, to our truck driving, moving the goods to and from the port. And then, of course, our recent program, the Youth Build program, which provides opportunities for those that don't have a high school diploma or a GED, not just to complete that diploma or GED certificate, but it also provides an essential tool for them to enter into the workforce. And in this case, our Youth Build program is specific to construction. This Youth Build program is a 4-year grant that we received from the U.S. Department of Labor that has been instrumental throughout many states. And we anticipate that after the 4-year program, that the college will be able to apply again for additional funding, maybe not necessarily in construction, but to provide other workforce support for other industries here on Guam as we start to diverse into other critical areas. But today we celebrate the hard work that all of these individuals have done. For many of them, it's been a struggle. For some of us, it's been a struggle trying to patch things together to make things work. But every time that we make a mistake, we get up, we find a different route, we figure out how we're going to do it better, and we move forward. We don't sit on our hands and wait for somebody else to figure it out for us. And to our partners, the Guam Department of Labor, to Guam Housing, thank you very much for entering into this partnership with us, because it's very critical in many of the areas that we have this partnership so that individuals can become employed. So to all of you that have worked so hard, congratulations. We look forward to seeing you in your continued success in all of these areas that we have just identified. And we also ask you to be the ambassadors for the Guam Community College and identify other individuals that you know can upskill to get a better job and that can provide for their families and help us grow our economy here in Guam and for a better place for all of us to live and work in. Zidus Masi to all of you, thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Okada. And at this time, the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, I invite her up to the podium to make her remarks.
Zidus Masi, Trina. Half a day. I think Josh and I have been here celebrating almost all of the graduations of this really great program that GCC continues to do to help our community. And when people say, how do we measure the wealth of a community? Measurement of the wealth of a community is about what we are doing to lift up the quality of life of our people. It's about what are we doing in healthcare? What are we doing in education? What are we doing in workforce development? What are we doing in educating our children? What are we doing to move forward our economy and be strong so we continue to lift up the quality of life of our people? That's how you measure a community's wealth. And I just want to say that throughout these many years, GCC has been the leader on the forefront in having very good consequences of their programs in lifting up the quality of our people's life. They've had these boot camps, I think, even before our administration. And they partner not just with government, but they partner with private sector people. You see, I always believe that in order for us to be a successful community, we have to have an educated workforce. And I'll tell you, throughout this whole Pacific region, we in Guam are so advanced in educating our people so that we can have an educated workforce. But we're not just that, we are also very creative. We're very innovative people. I guess it's because we feel we're so isolated out here that we really grab into every opportunity that we can get, right? And every resources that we can get and put them back into the community to be used by our people. I am especially really impressed with this Youth Build program. This is 100% federally funded. And I don't know how we got into it. It could have been the aggressiveness of the Department of Labor in looking for grants to help our people. And you know, one of our biggest strengths is how do we help those people that need help? This is a program that helps our youth who could not or did not, for whatever unfortunate reasons, get a diploma. This program allows them to get their diploma. This not only allows them to get their diploma, but it also allows them to learn the skills and the training that's necessary to go out there and get a job. And again, to lift the quality of our life. So when they get the jobs, they can support their families. So when they get a job, they can educate their children. And so it's very clear for us, the directions that we need to make our community wealthy. And I especially also like the fact that we're so good at working together, partnering. Here you have GCC, you have DOL, you have Guam Housing, but this isn't just here. We have partnered with private sectors. We have partnered with hospitals. We have partnered with shipbuilders. We have partners with construction. We have partnered with the bus drivers. We have partnered with DPW, every agency that we can think of. Why? Because we are resourceful, and because at the end of the day, we will be able to give our people the skills necessary for them to lift up their lives, to support their family. That's what we're here about. And so I just want to continuously thank GCC, Mary, and your staff, the board. Thank you so much for your leadership, because really, they are behind all of this. They are the ones that support it with their resources, their administration, and whatever they need to do to organize the infrastructure to make this happen. And I just want to say that as your governor, I worry about you guys every day. But programs like this makes my worry a little bit less. Why? Because we have competent people in our island. We are talented. We are smart. We are resilient. Don't let anybody tell you anything otherwise, because we, through history, have proven that. So I have committed to Mary, Josh and I are strong, full support in whatever needs to be done to continuously raise the quality of our people's lives. Sidus Maas, and congratulations to all of you who have stepped up to the task. I am very proud of all of you to making it through. Mary talked about the struggles that you had to go through. And I am so proud that you have addressed those struggles. And here we are today, celebrating your achievement. Sidus Masi, and congratulations.
Thank you, Governor. And now to give his remarks is the Honorable Joshua Tenora, Lieutenant Governor of Guam.
Thanks, Priya. I just briefly wanted to recognize the individual accomplishment of every single person that is completing each of the 4 programs today. It's a very diverse group. We have people that are some of the younger ones. We have people that are reimagining their lives, having retired from military service. We're going to hear from one of them in a few moments. But collectively, it kind of shows how effective GCC is in responding to what the needs of the community across the board. People, when they're trying to reimagine their lives or trying to launch a life or career, they're able to rely on a very, very reputable and effective partner here with GCC. I mean, I'm a GCC graduate too, back in high school, so I understand. It's a dynamic economy that we have in front of us, and there are things that are, the cost of living is rising as reported. Perfect time to raise wages. And the perfect time to raise wages is when you have a qualified and effective workforce that is able to meet the demands of the island. And I'm confident that everybody here is going to take their part. So congratulations to the family members. Thank you for your patience. I know that sometimes there's sacrifices at the home front. But just know that the support that you're providing each and every single person here is going to mean so much, not only for your families, but for all of us here in Guam. Sidus Maasi, be with GCC.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. This morning, we're honored to hear from our graduates who represent the heart of today's celebration, determination, and purpose. We now welcome our student speakers. We'll call it from the inaugural Youth Build program, Gabriel Xavier Kennedy.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. First, I just want to say how grateful and proud I am to be standing here today. Being part of Youth Build has truly changed my life. When I first joined, I didn't know exactly where I was headed. I just knew I wanted to do something better with my life, to finish my education, to gain skills, to prove to myself and my family that I could do it. Through Youth Build, I was able to earn my GED and several other certifications that have opened doors I never thought possible. But more than that, I learned about responsibility, teamwork, and believing in myself. There were days I felt like giving up, but the people around me kept me going. To the Youth Build staff and instructors, thank you for everything you've done, for your patience, your encouragement, and your constant belief in us. You didn't just teach us about construction or academics, you taught us about life. You showed us that that hard work and dedication can take us anywhere we want to go. You helped me grow from someone who wasn't sure of his direction into someone who now has goals and confidence in his future. To my case managers and counselors, thank you for always checking in, for listening, and for reminding me that I'm capable of more than I think. You created a space where I could be honest about my struggles and still feel supported. You helped me stay focused when things got tough. To my classmates and friends, I'm proud of every single one of you. We've all had our share of challenges, but we stood together. We built friendships and memories that will last a lifetime. From long class days to hard work on site and all the laughter in between, you all became my family, and I'll always be thankful for that. To my aunties and uncles, thank you for being there for me through it all, for the rides, the meals, the advice, and for believing in me when I didn't always believe in myself. You've guided me, supported me, and reminded me that family is what keeps us strong. Everything I've accomplished here, I owe in part to your love and support. And to my family as a whole, thank you for understanding the long days and for pushing me to keep going. Every encouraging word meant more than you know. Finally, to youth build itself, thank you for giving me a second chance, not just at education, but at life. You helped me find direction, purpose, and hope. You showed me that my past doesn't define me, my choices do. Standing here today, I feel proud. I'm proud of what I've done, but also of what I've become. You've helped me build a foundation for my future, and I know this is just the beginning. As I move forward, I'll carry everything I've learned with me. The discipline, the teamwork, the confidence, and the spirit of giving back. My goal now is to use these lessons to help others the same way Youth Build has helped me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you to my instructors, my friends, my family, my aunties and uncles, and everyone who believed in me. I wouldn't be standing here today without you. This is in the end, it's a start of something greater, and I'm ready for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kaneni. Also, I would like to recognize Mr. Frank Ariola, member and former chairman. And now, without further ado, Mr. Matt Charfers, the bus driving boot camp student.
I was in trouble when the lieutenant governor walked in. I said, uh-oh, I did not even prepare a speech. Then I see Dr. Okada and the governor. So I'm really in trouble. But, you know, I was going to talk about stuff that we went through and what could have been done better. And GCC, you guys hit it out of the ballpark. The way it was set up, the amount of support you guys gave to the students. We had a lot of growing pains, though. I mean, I think I'm the oldest in the class and the youngest in the class. So we had a lot of, you know, I was like the dad, hey, hurry up. It's time to move out, set the cones. But thank you so much, GCC, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, thank you so much. Dave, thank you so much for your team. Outstanding. My favorite caseworker, where's she at? Virgie, she's back there somewhere. Outstanding lady. Thank you so much. Kiko, thank you for your support. GVB, I didn't see. They were also a part of this. Thank you. I just asked one little thing before I get off my soapbox. If there's a follow through, like after we got our certification, everybody in my class, oh, right. But we're all like, okay, now we got to go look for our job. And wow, it's rough out there. Yeah, all the different companies, they all want us because of our certification, which is great. But, you know, some of us don't even have resumes. As soon as you show up at a company, they'll ask you for a resume. I worked at Kloppenburg for a couple of months. It wasn't for me. I figured out I got to find something else. But that was the only thing I wanted to put up. Other than that, beautiful program, excellent. You made a lot of people happy. Like the governor says, now we've got another door that's available to us. With that said, Suzus Masi, buenas.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charfers. Also to recognize Ship Repair Boot Camp Cohort 14 is Stephen Lee Arnez Camacho.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. I just want to express our appreciation and gratitude to all those who made this possible, the boot camp coordinators, the teachers who guided us through it all, and DOL. So when I first started this boot camp in early April, I was a bit nervous because I didn't have any education since I graduated high school. I never had any type of experience in the blue collar trades. So it was a bit nerve-wracking when I first jumped in. But thankfully to my first instructor, Mr. Zillion, he provided us with a healthy and engaging environment for us to learn in. And I felt like every day I wanted to come back and learn more. So by the time we left him, we were all pretty much confident in being able to understand and interpret blueprint drawings. And then on to our next teacher was Mr. Balahaja. Through him, we were able to learn stick welding and gas welding and be comfortable with the equipment. And with him, he was never short of, I guess, knowledge and guiding us individually. He never wanted to leave anybody behind. So thank you also to Mr. Balahaja. And then lastly, we had Mr. Meno, who was our electrician teacher. He definitely believed to throw us straight into action on day one. And you can tell he was a firm believer that hands-on was the best teacher. So by the time we left him, we were all pretty much had the ability to, I guess, understand the basics of electrical and also HVAC. So thank you to all three of those teachers. But thanks to this boot camp, I'm confident in myself and the education that we received. I do realize that after this boot camp, it's definitely going to be the first of many, and I definitely want to continue my education here. But like everybody was saying, I now have more opportunities, more doors open for myself, and I just want to keep moving forward from here. So thank you again to GCC and to everybody that made this possible.
Thank you, Mr. Camacho. And now from Truck Driving Boot Camp Cohort 5, Joseph Chrysostoma.
Buenas enough today. I'm Joseph Chrysostoma, Boot Camp 5. I just wanted to thank faculty, staff of GCC for this opportunity. So I decided to go for my tractor trailer license to open up my more job opportunities in driving. I enrolled in class to help me prepare for both written and driving. It was just hop in the truck and go, but no, it's not as easy as it seems. In class, we went over rules and the rules, commercial driving laws, safety procedures, and how to inspect a vehicle, like I said. Thought it's just turn the key and we're gone, but no. I would like to thank Spencer Stoll and my class for being there, rain or shine. We did it day or night. You know, you stay back to give us, more time to practice. When the time came, I wasn't also nervous at all to do the tests. So I just wanted to thank him and my friends and family. And that's it. Thank you.
Now, we're going to go ahead and present the certificates. I'd like to call dignitaries and our GCC leadership on up here as we present the inaugural Youth Build certificates to the students. Okay, for the Youth Build graduate, we have Mr. Ethan Uggan. Gabriel Xavier Kidani. Alex Berdalio Sykes. And now the cohort for bus driving boot camp 4, we have Vincent P. Camacho.
Wait until everybody.
Matthew C. Charfris. Eric Martinez Cruz.
No, we're not related.
Again, this is Eric Martin Cruz. Jeremy Claros Dizon. Philip J. Duenas. Shireen Marie Espinosa. Bush Mislang Malves. Rufo Victor Mofnis Sebastian. Dermang Soladab. Jeremiah Ricky Ripecki Swell II. And now from Ship Repair Boot Camp, Cohort 14, we have Stephen Lee Arnez Camacho. Juanita Simona Cushing. Ian M. Harris. You're welcome. Robbie Albert Leon Guerrero. Dylan A. Lessard. Joel Antonio Benalastas. Wilfred R. Manesis. Silvestri St. Addison Kai Wilson. And from Truck Driving Boot Camp 4, Joseph R. Crisostomo. Severino and Elisio. Ray Edward Muffness. Christian Anthony Perez Posadas. Before we end our program tonight, we'd like to thank our program partners to their commitment to workforce development with the Guam Community College, like Smith Bridge Guam, Triple J Enterprises, Guam Shipyard, and of course the Guam Visitors Bureau. Thank you so much for coming. May I get everybody up front? Can we get everybody up front by your cohort, by your program, to take a picture? We'll start with Youth Build 1, then we'll go down the line. So Youth Build 1, please come on up.